So many years ago, I'm not going to bore you with the whole story, but many years ago there was a study done on elite cyclists, and they said
so you're ready to take on your first ever trail marathon. Now in this video, I'm going to break down 3 key tips that you have to take into consideration to get the best results that you possibly want to get. Now, I've done 4 marathons in my time. 3 of them have been an aim to try and get a PB, and the last one that I've done there in Brighton was my first ever trail marathon. Now, my name is James Cameron. I'm a coach for Men 30 Plus. We help men lose anywhere between 5 to 10 kilograms and also achieve new running PBs when it comes to their performance and get in the best shape of their life, get leaner, stronger, and execute on the man that they truly want to be. Now, I done the trail marathon in Brighton a few weeks ago, and the reason I selected to do this was because I wanted to try something new, but also get more experience and understanding of what it takes to do a trail marathon and how much different it is to trying to run a marathon at a PB pace. Now, when it comes to a trail run, it is completely different. You have to have the right intention, the right mindset, and a clear understanding what it is that you're signing up for. You're going to be running for a bit longer, and that means that your legs, your body, your system are going to have to operate at that level, and you're going to have to keep your mind ticking over. And the training aspect as well is going to be a wee bit different as well in terms of the running, the miles that you're going to be doing outside as well to build up for the trail marathon. Now, the first tip that I want to give you is do not expect any personal bests. For example, if you've got a marathon time at like 4 hours for talking sake, okay, and you get your first trail marathon up and coming, do not expect or set the intention and goal to get below 4 hours. There's going to be too much incline, there's going to be too much uneven ground, and it's going to be a whole new challenge that your body and system is not dealt with the experience yet. You're going to learn how to have to learn how to pace properly and to get that experience doing the trail marathon before you're looking out to get personal bests. So my best tip and advice for you from my own experience is to set a solid pace that you can keep up with, get the experience under your belt, and select a goal that is going to give you the drive that you need. For example, the goal that I had going into my first ever trail marathon was to run without stopping. And that meant when I came up against these big hills and these big inclines that I was able to continue to run. Even though most people around me were using that time to catch their breath and walk, I decided that I wanted to use that as my goal because I'm quite a competitive person myself, and I had to select a goal that was challenging enough to give me the drive and ambition to push forward with those specific areas. Now, the second one is you need to understand to be careful when you're out in the trails on marathon race day. There's a lot of uneven ground, there's stones, you're running downhill on a decline, you're running through woods, you're running uphill, and there's a lot more going on. You need to make sure that you are able to be safe out there and you're not out there to injure yourself. So make sure you're concentrating 100% of the time, and your foot placement and your pacing is all directed towards your safety and to make sure that you're not getting injured. The reason I say that is because I was on about mile 14. I was in the zone, I was flowing, and I was running a 6 mile stretch along this farm, and my foot hit off a stone and I went flying. Now, I didn't injure myself. I got up and then I continued to run, but it took me out of my flow, and it meant it was a lot harder to get my mindset back into the run again. But obviously, there's going to be more consequences if you do not watch yourself out there. And when your legs feel heavy, again, there's a lot of uneven ground that you're going to have to take into consideration, and it's just to be aware of that and to understand and know that your safety is first. So 100% concentration is required when you're doing the trail runs. Now, the last one is be prepared to run for longer. Like I said, you're not here to get a personal best when you're comparing it with a marathon, okay? You're here to complete this new objective, this new goal, and understand what it's all about. The views are amazing, and you'll see some incredible things when you're running a trail, obviously depending on the location that you've signed up for, but it's a completely different run. But you have to be prepared to run for a bit longer. So that means your training is going to have to be dialed in. And please, please, please make sure you're adding hills into your training, and you're building your system on up so it can operate at this sort of level. Because if you're not doing the correct training and you're signing up for this trail marathon, and you go into the trail marathon and you come up against your first hill, you're going to be not ready to really smash the run and give the run its best, and to give yourself and demand yourself of the very best. Now, those are my 3 key tips for your first ever trail marathon, and these are the 3 key tips that I would recommend to take into consideration. There's obviously more things that we want to focus on, like your nutrition, the specific strength conditioning training plan, and also how to fuel for performance during it, after it, and before it, just to make sure that, again, you have the right energy and you are demanding yourself the very best. If you need any help or support for anything, we help men in your position who are out there to get new PBs, out there to test themselves with running, and men that want to get leaner, stronger, and truly execute on their life and become the best men they possibly can be. If you want to have a chat, book in a call with the link below, and let's get to work. But if you've got the trail marathon up and coming, a massive good luck to it, and I wish you all the best. If you have anything that resonated, comment in the comments section below. I would love to hear your experience on how you got on, if you've done one before, or how you're feeling with your up and coming run as well. Even if you have a marathon as well, or any 10Ks or 5Ks planned, I would be interested to hear how you're getting on and what it is that you want to accomplish. But here were my 3 key tips. Any questions, let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video.